and welcome to Civil War at Hensford Raceway in Staffordshire. Now, you've got a front row seat for the showcase event in banger racing. It's a sport that attracts hundreds of thousands of spectators each year and around 70,000 cars all doing battle. Today we've got upwards of 5,000 people here to witness this clash of supremacy in Britain's most popular spectator motorsport. Now, we've two mighty motorised armies graced with the best drivers in the country, and they'll meet literally grill to grill on Europe's fastest oval racetrack in the ultimate challenge for glory.
I'm Dave, 392, driver of the Motley Crew. We're up here for a mission, stop all the southern pansies.
Destroy the northerners.
If anything's not painted white at the end of the straight, if it's a nice red colour, just drive flat out through the boot with it and out the other side.
Well, you don't always write off for the first corner. You know, it depends how good you get a good crash and it's worth doing, you know what I mean?
So the talking done and dusted, it's all down to what happens on track now. The Northern Army driving the white cars, the Southern Army driving the red cars. The first division out on track was the Light Brigade, the plastic, fantastic, the three-wheeled monsters, the Reliant Robins. And, well, a stunning race, as you'll see in just a few moments, led in the initial stages by Graham Oily Hall, but spinning and rolling already. We've got the Welsh Wizard on his side there, driving the 918 car for the South. Already the South one car down. Meanwhile, there he is, trying to get out. Look, he might try and turn that back over and get going again. Meanwhile, you can see how stable these cars are. Remember, the white are the North, the red are the South. The yellow flag's out to protect the stranded driver there. Oh, another roller, that's Five Eyes. Another Southern driver on his side. Another Southern driver goes, that's Craig Farrell, one of the most awesome names in the world of banger racing. A double roll in the 211 car. 168 Simon Brace is also a man worth watching this afternoon. He's going to have a nibble at Craig Farrell. Craig Farrell's brother, in fact, the 200 car. That's Noon spinning out in a very dangerous place there, over there on the West Bend. The Farrell's having a torrid time of it. He's got to get out of there as quickly as he can. He's going to... Oh, dear. Trouble for the Farrells. Noon getting a big old sting there from Darren Race. Race, however, is still on his side. You can see the white car there. He's got to get that back over because that too is a dangerous place. He doesn't want to be sitting there too long. Otherwise, Farrell will be back to get him. Oh, look at that. Now, that is majestic teamwork from the Northern Army driving white. Darren Race righted onto three wheels, but he can't get it going. Oh, he's a sitting duck is the phrase that springs to mind. Retribution raining all over the track. The 200 car nobbled him. He was the guy he attacked earlier on. Some unusual cars here today. The 220 car, it's a Reliant Regal, just having a little moment with the safety fence as the red flags come out. A good opening. So 3 divisions in each army, and as we move up the weight range, it gets more and more serious out there. You're looking at the infantry, the second of the 3 divisions. The whites, of course, the North, the reds, the South. These cars maximum of 1650cc, lots of Capris, lots of Cortinas, and lots of on-track action, as you saw there earlier on. Pete Winter there, just to mention a few names to you. He's the World of Shell Track Star champion. He's also the commander of the Northern Army today. The other commander out on track, the 152 car of Graham Poulter, or Basho to his friends. But the South really are struggling. We have a fire. Oh, an early fire in today's meeting. We do enjoy a good fire. That's Paul Latowski, our Polish driver, on fire. He'll be attended to by the marshals as the race continues around the burning car. But really, the North are teaming together. It's all about muck and brass out there on track as the Northern Army group for a good solid attack on the South. The 269 car of John Cope can certainly... Oh, incidentally, Miss Whiplash, upside down, our only lady contender today, is, well, looking at the sky at the moment. The men not known for their, well, their good behaviour out on track. She chose to be there, so she's going to take the stick, and she certainly has. 238 getting a big old nudge from the 269 car of John Cope, who, there's John Cope, upside down. Unsworth ploughs into a defending car there, a naughty manoeuvre there from Steve Unsworth, but everybody looks okay. Pete Winter, torrid time, struggles with the wheel, but 811 looks to me to be leading the whites to a good and solid win. The North really have surprised the pundits. Graham Haywood, or Havoc, taking the race win. So as we move up the weight scale, the big boys out on track, the third and final division of each of the armies, the tanks, unlimited monstrous machines, Jags, Daimlers, all the fun of the fair, and these really are the biggest and brutalist drivers out on track, and they're getting stuck in already. It is a busy day in the London rush hour over on the West Bend. Now the whites are grouping nicely, but as we look around the track at this early stage of this very, very key race, there's lots of white cars, Banjaks against the fence, the 185 car not going anywhere. Smosher getting taken out in the 39 car, nasty. He's one of the top drivers for the North. 185, Lenny Smith getting taken out, former Brisker Formula 1 star, taken to bangers. World champion Mark Holsworth getting taken out by the South. The South are finally beginning to muster. Odd setback for them as number 5 gets thrust into the safety fence. 345 not going anywhere. But as we look around the track, lots and lots of red cars. The South are on a roll. The North, well, you saw it there, following in, and nastiness. The South have a lot of pent-up energy and they're taking it out on the poor old unfortunate Northern tanks. And as we look once again around the stadium, there are only 2 Northern cars going. Mark Holsworth's got himself going again, the number 6 car, former world champion, as we said before, but well, even he gets spun out. The North are really struggling. 1 car left going for the North now, Lloyd Isherwood in the 83 car. He's leading the race apparently, but let me tell you, so many red cars out there, they're going to collect a shed load of points if it stays as it is. Mark Holsworth in the Jag has got it going again, but it is a forlorn hope for the North. Just 2 cars, Lloyd Isherwood leading, loads of red cars, and they're celebrating in the stands already here because the North are really struggling and the South needed this win. These drivers have come from all over the country, and finally the Southern Army are on a roll.
Men don't treat me any different, they just treat me like one of the lads, and whereas you'll find out later, they don't care about Japanese Sky High. They don't care at all.
You know, if I get a clear run and I get a good race, I'm away. But, you know, I get hit or I get splattered and I keep the car running and I can take a few of them out, then I'm laughing, really.
I think that was the best. I mean, I've raced all over the country, but I think that's got to be one of the best races yet, like, so see how it goes. We'll get it out. Cheers! Oh dear, I'm disappointed. No, no. Oh, I hit 2 blue ones. Oh well, I should have said red. It should have been in blue, but that's what I wanted. I need a drink.
I've been racing for about 18, 19 years now. This is the workshop where I build all my cars. You know, many cars have been in there now. And as you can see by the yard, I have plenty of cars. I've got Cortinas, Granadas. As you can walk along, it's Mark 1 Granadas. There's old Riley 472s. Taxis, in case we get a taxi meeting like we did at the Firecracker this year. Mark 10 Jags. Don't see very many of them about, but you know, there's a couple there and there's another one behind the fence. There's plenty of Granadas as usual. With your helmet, your overalls, obviously you've got to have safety overalls. You have a safety helmet and a harness. It would cost, I don't know, £400, I suppose, to start you off. I wasn't with my wife when I first started racing, so it was one of the things that, you know, she came along with. I mean, I was racing and I said to her, do you want me to give it up? And she said no.
They say they do. A lot of them say, oh yeah, I don't mind you doing it, but they do because we spend a lot of time down here, and it does mess a lot of relationships up. In fact, I'm about the 6th now. Like, it doesn't do very good at all.
If you're hitting each other on the bends, it could be, you know, 25, 30 mile an hour. If you're hitting on the straight, it could be very, very fast and very, very hard.